Leaked, Pandora, records show how the powerful SHIELD assets.
Here's a summary of the article.
The investigation found advisors helped Abdullah, the King of Jordan, set up at least 36 shell companies from 1995 to 2017, helping the monarch buy 14 homes worth more than $106 million in the US and the UK. One was a $23 million California Ocean View property bought in 2017 through a British Virgin Islands company. Blair, UK Prime Minister from 1997 to 2007, became the owner of an $8.8 million Victorian building in 2017 by buying a British Virgin Islands company that held the property, and the building now hosts the law firm of his wife, Cherie Blair, according to the investigation. Buying the company shares instead of the London building saved the Blairs more than $400,000 in property taxes, the investigation found. Cherie Blair said her husband wasn't involved in the purchase, which she said was meant to bring the company and the building back into the UK tax and regulatory regime. She also said she did not want to own a British Virgin Islands company and that the seller for their own purposes only wanted to sell the company, which is now closed. Members of his inner circle, including Finance Minister Shaukat Fayaz Ahmed Tarran, are accused of hiding millions of dollars in wealth in secret companies or trusts, according to the journalist's findings. In 2009, Babis, the Czech Prime Minister, put $22 million into shell companies to buy a chateau property in a hilltop village in Mougins, France, near Cannes, the investigation found. A real estate group owned indirectly by Babis bought the Monaco company that owned the chateau in 2018, the probe found.
This post received a score of 6,800, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sources for Pandora Papers, www.horizonstrategic.wordpress.com.
A lot of members of the wealth defense industry involved.
Wild that Facebook and IG are down today now that news of the leaked papers is spreading. I know.
So all the wealthy countries take their taxpayer money and transfer to these corrupt countries, which is returned back to a private tunnel back to wealthy countries, which benefits corrupts on the both side of the coin. Taxpayers end up paying all the expense, but if you and I even claim $10 over in our tax returns, we could be imprisoned for life. These leaks are just a psychological way of rich showing their middle fingers because really and truly they are untouchable. Enjoy freedom.
I love that in the last years we got more and more stuff on how the rich fuck us over everywhere in the world. Yet we still fight with each others over religion, skin color, politics. We like to think that we can change things. I accepted my fate and I know the world's never gonna chance. I don't know after I'm dead, but I don't care about it then.
I'm old and I get tired of pushing for change, but I push harder the older I get. I hate the thought that much will go unchanged after I've checked out. The rich have nothing without labor and labor can be denied.
The wealthy are not our friends. Celebrities, politicians, royalty are not on our side. They evade taxes, perpetuate poverty, hide income and property, all to avoid paying their fair share. What do you think, for example, the Kardashians pay the people scrubbing their toilets?
Personally, I think the most disappointing part of any reveal like this is the lie they have successfully sold to the general population. It's all hard work. The sheer number of people who believe that the billions they have is all from just good old elbow grease is heartbreaking. Even with the evidence in these papers, I can still see the wealth knights out in the comment sections saying treasures like they are just smarter than the average citizen, or why shouldn't they use the system they created to avoid contribution.
We would have to break our back 40,000 years for slave wages to make $1 billion. Top 5 billionaires in the world have a combined net worth of $1.2 trillion. It's unimaginable money. And they prefer we be ignorant over how much money is truly out there. The top 25 banks are over-leveraged to the tune of $500 billion in derivatives losses, aka reckless gambling, and we might see by far the biggest crash in history.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.